Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At the precipice house, Finn looks at Sheila's blood on his hands. He can't believe his mama's dead and his woman killed her. Steffy reiterates if she hadn't defended herself, she'd be dead. Finn says Sheila's blood has always been inside of him, and now his birth mama's blood is on his hands. And yours, Steffy. Finn knows the effects Sheila did were unwarrantable, but that doesn't change that she was his birth mama. He allowed about her constantly as a sprat, and it meant so important when he eventually got to meet her. Now I am no way going to see her again because you killed her. Steffy gets that this is delicate, but Sheila broke in there and came at her with a crazy look in her eye, the same look as when she shot them in the alley. Finn understands her having to defend herself, but it doesn't change the fact that his mama failed in his own home at the hands of his woman. Police enchantresses sound and Finn announces that he can't do this. He dashes out the yard doors, leaving Steffy stunned. Why Bold and Beautiful Steffy and Finn have to break up? Hear me out, shin suckers. At Forrester, Hope and Brooke can't believe Steffy killed Sheila. Carter asks how Steffy is doing. Ridge says she's shaken up. They all glad that the kiddies weren't there. Hope is in shock that Steffy took her hubby's birth mama's life. She's not suggesting that Steffy crossed a line, they all know how dangerous Sheila can be. They all agree it sounds like a agony. Hope feels for Finn having to attune his woman taking the life of his mama. Ridge is having trouble buying this deep connection that Finn and Sheila had. Lee raised him, she was a real mama to him. Hope can't believe they can't see how this could be complicated for Finn, his woman killed the woman who gave him life. Thomas interjects, intoned defense. He's sure Finn's had time to reuse now, and has come to a place to support Steffy as he should. Ridge worries, what if he can't support her? He decides to go back over. Carter offers to come on, but Ridge doesn't want it to look like they need a counsel right now. After Ridge leaves, Hope observes that Finn wasn't the only one with complex passions about Sheila. When her pater finds out about Sheila's death, he's going to be devastated. At Il Giardino, Deacon looks up when Finn rushes past him. He follows him. At the precipice house, Deputy Chief Baker tells Steffy it's hard to believe Sheila's dead after all these times. He notes that she failed there and asks Steffy to tell him what happened. Steffy describes hearing a banging noise that sounded deliberate. Baker muses, that had to be agitating. Steffy says it was. She tells him that she was making regale when the power went out. She was looking for candles and saw a shadow above her. She turned around and Sheila was right there. She reached into her fund and Steffy was hysterical. Sheila was going to shoot her. Baker says the report indicates that Sheila was unarmed. Steffy could have swore she had a gun. She shot her ahead. Steffy recalls that she told her to get out, but she kept coming closer. She seized a cutter and when Sheila dived at her, she picked her. Baker asks, with the cutter? Steffy says yes. It was toned defense. Steffy Baker B&B in Deacon's apartment, Finn picks up a print of Sheila and holds it. He spots her jacket and picks it up. Deacon walks by and asks, Finn, what are you doing then? Are you all right? Finn says, the Bobbies are at my house. Deacon's dismayed to hear that Sheila went there. She promised she'd stay down from Finn and his family. Finn tells him, Sheila's not coming back. Not ever. Finn B&B at Forrester, Hope knows Deacon will be hit really hard by the news about Sheila. Brooke sighs, well, at least he's free. She's not sorry that Sheila's no longer a trouble. She was a monster. Thomas knows one other good thing, you're pater. He won't have to keep his distance from you and the kiddies presently. Hope will be there for him. Starting tonight. She says she's going to tell her pater the news. At the precipice house, Ridge comes in as Baker is trying to get the complete story. Ridge says a sickie broke into his son's house looking to harm her or the kiddies, and Steffy defended herself. Case closed. Baker argues that's not for him to say. Ridge insists it's been a long day and they redone. Baker says, for now. But you know I'll be asking further questions, right? Ridge barks, not without an attorney. Baker exits and Ridge leverages Steffy. He asks, where's Finn? Steffy says he left. Ridge squints angrily. Steffy Ridge Baker B&B at Deacon's place. He asks Finn if Steffy had Sheila arrested. Finn says no. Sheila broke into our house, hovered Steffy. Steffy seized a kitchen cutter to cover herself. Sheila dived at Steffy and, in tone defense, Steffy picked Sheila. She killed her. Deacon's jaw drops. Cleric Finn B&B cleric rolls. Steffy killed her? Finn says it was toned defense. He's sorry that Sheila's gone. She was my mama. Deacon walks out. At Forrester, Thomas, Brooke, and Carter bandy Steffy's situation. Thomas can't believe his family was put in the position to have to kill someone. I can't imagine what she's feeling right now. Hope arrives at Deacon's apartment and Finn tells her he's gone. He went nearly. Hope asks him why he's not at home. Finn couldn't stay. Hope tells her she heard that his mama is gone. She came to tell her pater. Finn says that's why he left. He told him. Hope tells Finn, I am sorry. Finn muses, I shouldn't be this worried after everything she's done to me. Indeed, to the end, Sheila was being Sheila. He should detest her. Why don't I detest her? He knows the party line that Sheila isn't good of love. I don't suppose I loved her. I mean, how could I, right? She was an beast who got what she merited. That's what Ridge said. He tears up. She was my mama, and now I am not going to get to see her again. Hope rushes over and pulls him into her arms. I am sorry. Although we remain skeptical that Bold and Beautiful has really killed off Sheila, here's why: another character definitely is being assassinated, and right before our eyes. In the aftermath of Sheila's stabbing, Finn's primary concern wasn't wife Steffy, whom the madwoman had come to murder, it was his mother. Not Lee either, the mother who'd loved him his entire life and raised him from infancy. No, Finn was all about Sheila, the psycho with whom his father had had a fling, the psycho who pushed Brooke off the wagon, the psycho who shot him and Steffy, the psycho who drove Lee off the road, the psycho who had broken into his home with the intention of doing harm. Simply put, there is no coming back from this for Finn. He might as well hand over Steffy to Liam right now, because as insufferable as Liam has become, he's looking pretty damn good by comparison. We'll grant you, Finn has never been one of the deep thinkers of our time. We can only assume that he earned his stethoscope just by correctly spelling MD, but this is more than dumb, it's senseless and ugly. Dude, an intruder stole into your house and came at your wife, and you're all boo-hooing about the intruder getting killed? We know. Finn has long had a fascination with his biological mother and a soft spot that we're pretty sure emanates from his head. But to show so little concern for Sheila's intended victim and so much for Sheila, it speaks volumes about where Finn's loyalties really lie. So just like the authorities did with Sheila, we'll go ahead and call time of death, only on Shin. For better or worse, Finn's idiocy just plunged a knife into the heart of his marriage.